Hello, chaps. It's Bingshi Now here, and today I'm going to be playing Guess the Party UK, where you try to guess which party someone is in just from their face. So, for example, this guy kind of looks lower class, this doesn't look like a buttoned-up shirt, so I'm going to put him in Reform, and I actually got it right. Also, he was a man instead of a fat bitch, like the Green Party, and he wasn't brown, so that was how I knew. Now, the question is this guy terribly, terribly boring? And I think he might be. So that's why I put him in Conservative, but, you know, Labour can also be quite boring. Dreadlocks. I'm going to put him in Green because of the weird hair. Julian Allen. Is he even non-white? What's the excuse for the dreadlocks there? He's probably like a Michelin. So this guy looks kind of civilised. He's got his little cute scarf, his nice back to the jacket. He's got his, his patterned shirt. So he's probably Conservative or Lib Dem, or he's been Labour. And he does look like he might be a Labour based on... I feel like he could make a country stagnate. He has that sort of vibe to him. But I'm going to put him in Conservative. Okay, well, I should have trusted my instincts more. Nosferatu, hello. Terrible image quality. So, okay, usually terrible image quality I put in Green or Reform, usually. This guy looks very boring, so he goes in Conservative. Ugh, I don't like this guy. So he's not right-wing. He's left-wing, surely. He surely has to be left-wing. He's doing the weird, creepy, excessive grin, which is why he goes in Green. She's also grinning, but she's got an excuse, which is she is female. However, she still has the green stuff in the background. So I'm going to put in Green as well. And this guy is East Asian, so generally I put them in Conservative. But I might have to be a bit more sophisticated than that for when it's a very young person, maybe. Fairly low image quality, which suggests Reform. Could be Green. I mean, this guy really could be anything. I don't think he's Conservative, though. He could be Labour. He could be Labour or Reform. I'm going to go with Labour. It was Reform, okay. Paolo Negretti. That's the funny thing about this. I see so many European names from, like, Romania and stuff. Really bizarre glasses, so this inclines me to putting him in Lib Dem or Green because of the bizarre glasses. Let's try Lib Dem. He was actually Conservative. So, Conservatives, there's still overlap between all these ones. Red tie. Does red tie mean Labour? Let's find out. It does. Fat. Brown. Foreign. Is she based, though? She might be a based and red-pilled, fat, brown, foreign Conservative. She probably isn't a Lib Dem because she's too brown. She could be Green, but she doesn't necessarily look insane. She just looks really fat, so that's why she goes in Labour. And that's wearing a hijab, and she also doesn't look insane. And she was actually in... I'm so sorry, you were based after all. Now, he's quite professional, so I'm going to put him in the Conservatives. But Mr. Iqbal, Josh Iqbal... Now, he's surely Conservative just because of the blue. Is that like is he trying to trick us with that? He also looks very old, so he might still be a Conservative. But he was Green the whole time. I mean, there's just nothing I could do. Is this lower class or a crazy? That's always the question with these foids. Is she lower class? In which case she might be Reform, she might be Green. She doesn't look that crazy necessarily, but I don't know, this mouth seems a bit... She's doing the smile, so she goes in the Green Party. Oh my god. They are definitely the most fucked in the head party. No offence, Kelsey Trevitt, it's nothing personal. But you don't have the excuse of being female, so what's your excuse for being mentally deranged? This is a foid, so she could be a Lib Dem, because she's female, and she looks like... Could she be a vegan? If she's a vegan, then she's a Lib Dem, but she was actually Conservative, so she probably eats steaks. Well, unfortunately, that's just Reform. Oh, it's actually Conservative. This guy looks funny. Oh, he's just so ginger. It's amazing. It reminds me of when I was in Wales, and I was the darkest person there, because all the Welshmen are like totally pasty white like this. It's so wonderful. But anyway, which party? Well, because he's ginger, he's a fucking weirdo. So he had to be in one of the two mentally ill parties. And this guy, is this a man? It's a man with curly hair and a little floral scarf. Ian M. Banks. So he's probably Green. Don't ask me why E&M Banks means green. I just knew it. Do I want to have sex with her? Because if I did, then she might be in Conservative Party. But I'm just look, because she's young and female, I'll put her in the Greens. Oh, come on! Look at this nose diameter. That means she's in. No, I'm forgetting about Kelechi, whatever the fuck, our Ogodu Bachu, Nigerian Conservative Party female leader. She's so based. Badenoch, that's what it is. Isn't Badenoch Scottish? Badenoch. Fat. No! What are you doing? Get out of Conservatives. You're too fat. Fat, but also a nurse. So probably green. What? These women, man. What? Was that even a real woman? Now, I like this. I think this is very nice and aesthetic. It reminds me of Thatcher. And I did admittedly already see that one before, but I think I got it right. There's a few of these that I've seen before. I think only this one this time have I seen before. And I think I got it right the first time as well, because it just looks nice. Now, like I said in a previous attempt at this video, the Pakistani Muslims generally have this hateful sneering going on when they're in Labour or the Greens. But he's smiling, and so maybe he's an Indian who's trying to scam us with a smile. And he's in. I put Conservative. It was in Reform. Those are kind of a bit similar, so I wasn't totally wrong. But with the Muslims, they just really hate you, and you can sense it. Now, this guy, because the photo is so close up, I put him in Reform, because a Conservative would probably take the photo better. This one, I don't know. The hair isn't looking very nice. And she looks like she could be a clerk in government administration who just makes everything happen at a crawl. So I put her in Labour. She was in Green, and I think I can claim that as being a bit similar. This guy, well, he's young. He doesn't look crazy. So he could be in Reform, but he doesn't look very masculine either. So I don't know about Reform or Green. I might put him in Lib Dem. Look, he's just so boring. Okay, he actually was in Reform. I'm sorry for saying you weren't masculine enough to be in Reform. This has to be green, I think. Okay, well, again, it's frustrating. I'm always getting them off by one. He's a bit boring, but I don't know. The way he's pursed his lips is a bit bizarre. I don't know why he's done that. I think this is a Reform. Yeah, because, again, if it's a bit weird, then it's probably Reform instead of Conservative. Now, she is black, so she's probably Labour. Okay, well, there we are. Female... She's doing the smile, so I'm going to put her in green. But again, she was in Labour. I get those two. What are we doing here, man? You need to borrow some of Trump's skin tan cream or whatever the fuck he does, Cheeto dust. He looks like he's dying. Does that mean he's in the Green Party if he's dying? He doesn't have very much foliage. He is fat, so I'm going to put him in Labour. He was Lib Dem. We need more vegans to put in the Lib Dems. She's probably Labour. Look, she was wearing red. He looks like a bit of a Chad, but he does have a lot of foliage. Is there asymmetry here? Is this asymmetrical? Because too much asymmetry in your lips means you kind of have tension between your internal and external thoughts, and so you're a little bit crazy. And so that means you're in the Green Party. Now, look, it's just Reform because he has the teal background. Manish Jitendrakumar Pancholi. Wonderful. Now, she's really fat. So I would normally put her in Labour, but she's so fat that she's going to go into Green. Lib Dems. Get her on the vegan diet, man. Now, he looks pretty grumpy, but it's not quite the same flavour of grumpy as the Islamists who just want to kill the kuffars. But I'm going to put him in Labour anyway. Mohammed Khan. He belongs in Central Asia somewhere, on the steppes of Transoxania. Now, in contrast to Mohammed Khan, this chappie looks a lot happier to see us, so he's probably Conservative, but he could be Reform. And he's not even a Muslim. I thought he was a sort of Jeet. I thought he was a Jeet, but Juan Ojeda Sanchez. So I don't notice, I don't recognise the Latin Americans because there's just so few of them in the UK that they're not really registering. Like, I'm going to put her in green because of all the foliage, and I was wrong. Oh, come on, he has to be concerned. How many seconds did that take me? He was just so well groomed. Kopani Nagy. That's Hungarian. It's funny how you can even Hungarian, Finno-Ugric conservatives, not even in the same language group as anyone else other than the Finns, but you can still tell he's a conservative. Short hair. She's a ball-busting bitch with short hair, so she's left-wing. She doesn't look crazy, so she's not Lib Dem. She could be green, but she looks a bit sort of sophisticated with this. So she could even be she could be Lib Dem. She could be Lib Dem or Labour. I don't know. Labour. She wasn't fat enough to know that she was in Labour. Now this is just a brown person, so I'm going to put him in Labour, and he was in fact in Labour. Look, when I see a white with a really meme expression, I'm so tempted to immediately press Lib Dem, but on this occasion, I'm going to press Lib Dem. It was the different type of meme. It's so funny. So random chance. If I was guessing randomly, I would only have 10 right now, but I actually have 22. So clearly I'm doing something right. He's got the asymmetrical lips. He's clearly a bit crazy. He's got the foliage. He was in Reform? Okay, that guy must be a Green Party spy. She looks kind of nice. But look, it's a woman, and she's smiling at me, which is extremely suspicious. So I'm going to put her in green. What? It was a real smile? They weren't trying to get me? Okay. Fat. Why? How is that even possible? He looks a bit Asian, so he could be a conservative because he's Asian. He looks a bit weird. He just looks weird. Weird. Labour? Lib Dem? Oh. I'm putting the wrong type of crazies in these two parties. Maybe Lib Dems are just really small or something in this data set. Let's see. Jeet. Female Jeet. Could be a conservative. Oh, no. They're usually Labour anyway. What was I thinking? Mystery. He's an ethnic mystery. So maybe he belongs in Reform because he's an ethnic mystery. The patriotic. I'm just going to put him in. Oh, Theodoru. It's another Greek. Whenever I see these Greeks, I think they're from like the darkest Africa. Okay, that's got to be Reform, right? Just because of the colour, unfortunately. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Reform? No, he was conservative. No! Yes! No! The wrong right-wing party again. She looks nice. What are these books? Journal. Chambers Journal? Something journal? So that's quite sophisticated. So she might be green. She's got a potted plant, which is very suspicious. She could be green. She could be Labour. She's smiling, so I'm going to put her in green. I was almost right. No! I should have known he had the smugness of someone who's about to win a spelling bee and was therefore in the Conservative Party. Yeah, he was just so boring. I couldn't think of anything to say because he was so boring, so I put it in the Conservative. Look, blue, it's probably Conservative or Reform. It's a terrible image quality, so I put him in Reform, but apparently the Conservatives do that as well sometimes. Look, these are just local councillors. They're not MPs or anything. So that's why they all have such terrible, terrible images. Now, look, it's a foreigner. It's a foreigner, and I think he hates us because of the downward tilt, so I'm going to put him in Labour. Jamal Tuki, why are you so grumpy, Jamal Tuki? I think that means you're not a Muslim, so you're not out to stab us, so why are you looking at me like that? Okay, it's just Labour because she's got the red background and she's fat. Looks like a council worker, so I'm sorry. You're not. Oh, Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. She's this Begum is that ISIS bride, so she's fat from all the childbirth, from being used as a woman ought to be. Now again, it's a kind of Jeet. Look, he doesn't. Charmier. I should have known because he's got that sneaky scammer eyes, which means he's making money off the government. This could be a Conservative. It could be Labour. Red tie, I'm just going to go Labour because of the red tie. Ooh. Is her name Janice? No, it's June. June is Elizabeth Slaughter the Poor. This chap is very nondescript. Very, very nondescript. I'm going to put him in Reform. Ranjiv Nagi. He's so old. Sir. Yeah, okay. So he's too old to switch parties. So that's why he's still in the Conservatives and not Reform. But you could tell he would likely be right-wing. Jeet. Hello, Jeet, with your lovely brown eyes and brown skin. Which party are you in? It's not the Greens. It could be Reform, actually. It's probably not Lib Dems. It's probably Labour. Let's just put Labour. Okay, well, there we are. Is she a based black Conservative? Probably not. Aquaboa. Her tribe and Kelechi Bogadubu, the Conservative Party leader, they've had a terrible feud with machetes lately over in Congo. Look, this is a fuck up. What is this nose? What are these ears? This nose is fucked. He's like a dwarf. So he probably belongs to the Lib Dems or Greens. And because he's kind of young, I'll put him in the Greens. She kind of looks nice, but because she's smiling, which is always very suspicious. I always get very suspicious when a woman smiles at me. And suspicious means green. Suspicious and female. Ulterior motives. Look, this is like, I enjoy the outdoors. So again, she's green. Enjoys the outdoors. Pardon my hourly chime. What the hell is this? He's bold. Bold means high testosterone, which means he's right wing. So he's either for Conservative or Reform. No! Fitzpatrick, you bastard. Fat. Yes, you're fat. Teal colour in the background, another cheat. He looks like he's got some contempt in this lip, so he's probably left wing. Could be Lib Dem. Hey, look, he might be any party, honestly. He's probably not Conservative, though. He could be Reform, but the contempt maybe means he's also old and he's white, so I'm going to put him in the Lib Dems. Nah, okay. Quite a strange face. It's got some jowls. This is the face of stagnation. No, I was totally wrong. Could still be the face of stagnation. It's just not that specific Labour type I was going for. Broad, strong jaw, which means Conservative or Reform. No, what are these chads doing in left-wing parties? He had leaves. That's why. You see the leaves and you know they're green. Meme, silly face, Lib Dem. No. Fat. No! She had a red scarf. He looks cheerful. I'm going to put him in Reform. No! Oh, he had the smile going. But he wasn't young or female. That's why I was tricked. This guy, I think he's a little bit weird. The hair is a bit overdone. Silver, and he's got the leaves. So, 4 names. Why did some of these people have 4 names? I've got 4 names, but I wouldn't feel the need to spell them all out, would I? Woman with glasses. Septum print ring. That's lower class. So she's probably... She could be anything other than Conservative or Lib Dem. She doesn't look crazy enough to be green. So she's either Reform or Labour. She was green. She was hiding the crazy. Now, this guy's a fuck up. It's a man with terrible facial hair and earrings. African. Look at this gaze. This is the gaze of absolute indifference. So she must be in Labour. And she has 5 names. Honvia Nadine Dorrance Yimbo Palmer. What a joke. Now, this is a kind of foreign person, but he's wearing one of our English hats. So maybe he doesn't totally hate us. Okay. Is he even foreign? Ryan Hamish Rook? Why are you so brown, bro? Why are you so brown? This is quite a sanctimonious expression. Sanctimonious, contemptuous person. So therefore she's in the greens. Ooh, is that ugly? Is that nasty? Or is he just sort of based? He was based. Again, very fat, but she's actually conservative. All this fat and short hair and young, nah, wrong type. Fat needs to go in Labour, maybe. If it's not crazy. That was just fat, it wasn't crazy. Very pixelated, very, very pixelated. So that probably means green. It was green or Labour. Soy, 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 soy. This has to be soy, right? This is totally soy. Different type of soy. How does this even happen? Look, I put him in Reform because of the teal. Maybe because he's an old white man with poor image quality. I could have guessed it too. Hey, I'm at 43 out of 100. That's a lot better than random guessing. So I think that's enough of Guess the Party. So I'm going to go into Ethnoguessr. I'm going to play today's game and guess people's race now. So this is quite a sinister look. I think this is a Somali. So we're going to... and I have played this a few times before. We're going to put them up in Somaliland. And it looks like I was quite right. The East Ethiopian. It looks like they don't actually... Does this mean they're actually not in Somaliland on the coast? But look, I still got it right. So another type of African, I think. Unless it's not an African at all. This is not an African. It's somewhere in the islands here. And it might even be PNG itself. So I'm going to put it here just to be on the safe side in case they're over here somewhere. Or should I? I might put them on this island. Well, no wonder I didn't get it totally right. North Andam. How did we even photograph them? I thought they stabbed people who came close. So, I was not entirely wrong. Score 0. I was still in this... I don't know how these islands never got colonised. I guess these just suck. Well, this is African, isn't it? This has to be African, but it's sort of... It's not Congo because they're very round in the face. This is Kenyan, I think. I think this is Kenyan. Yes! I didn't place it in quite the right place, but it's good enough. Another type of African... Is this like down here now? It's not very bantoid. It might be up here. Look, I'm just going to put it here because I really don't know. Oh no! Shit, man, that's terrible. Melanesids. How often do you see a Melanesid in real life? But that's cope. This looks quite nice. I think she's Japanese. I think she's straight out Japanese. I was wrong. These are it's the Thai Cambodians. Look, they just make him look nicer, so I thought she was Japanese. These are really brown Southeast Asians, so I'm going to put them here somewhere. Oh, they're Sri Lankans. Vedid. Aboriginals of Sri Lanka. I've never heard of that before. Well, this is like... it's kind of German bolted... it's somewhere on either the North Sea or the Baltic, but I don't really know which. I think it might be more on the North Sea than the Baltics. No, this could be Baltics, though. It could be... I'm going to put them in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Okay, so I wasn't totally wrong. This was, Paleo-Atlantid. Okay, so they're really out on the edge, actually. You've got the Ireland, you've got the Scotland, you've got this bit of Sweden, that's odd, and a bit here in Kristiansand. So I wasn't exactly... I was kind of wrong. A tidal subvariety in Scandinavia. So these are probably Mongols, except they're not Mongols. They're straight they're outright Siberians. Yeah, so I didn't quite hit the right part of Siberia. I should have got more for that. Come on, I don't know which bit of Siberia is which. So these are Katanga, Western Tungids. What the hell is this? It looks paler than the guys that were in Cambodia. So this might be North Vietnamese. It's North Vietnamese, exactly. Tonkinezid. Now, I have played this game before, but it was about 6 months ago. So I do remember some of them. Like, this is probably Congo. It wasn't Congo. What? Show me what the Bantoid Koizen. Millennia ago. Okay. I didn't know that happened millennia ago. Bantoid Koizen. So I got in the top 23% of today's players, which is not terrible. Now, I'm probably going to get this one wrong if we go back here. But it is a woman who looks a bit hard-nosed and eccentric. So I'm going to put her in Lib Dem. And with that, I'm going to end the video.